Hi, everyone, and welcome to StudioJake. I, of course, am your host, Jacob Airy. Thank you so much for joining me today on my vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture, from anime to television to film to books to games and so much more. Thank you for your patience as I'm still getting my in-home studio together. It's going through a few renovations. In the meantime, I really hope that you'll like this video, leave me a comment, share it out. Also, help me by subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscriptions, and any and all help. So please get the word out that this is going down. I would really appreciate it a great deal. So, like I said, I talk about pop culture, and one thing about pop culture is you deal with a lot of celebrity news, meltdowns, gossip, that kind of thing. Now, I enjoy bringing you information that I'm excited about or something that really ticks me off. And today it is the latter. So, perpetual victims. Prince Harry Windsor and his wife, Deal or No Deal star Meghan Markle, are back in the news. Why, you might ask? No, they didn't renew Meghan's podcast, as far as we can tell. No, they're not making a documentary. No, he's not causing more family drama than he already has. But the couple released this bizarro statement saying that they were involved in a 2-hour high-speed chase with the paparazzi where they were almost involved in car accidents through Manhattan. Now, I've never lived in New York City. I have visited on a few occasions. There is no way there was a 2-hour car chase through Manhattan. And I'm not the only one who's skeptical. So this is from justthenews.com. NYC Mayor Adams expresses skepticism about Prince Harry, Meghan Markle car chase. I'm doing the air quotes because that's in the article. New York City Democrat Mayor Eric Adams says he finds it hard to believe the car chase involving the Duke and Duchess of Sussex lasted for 2 hours. I would find it hard to believe that there was a 2-hour high-speed chase, Adams said after reports came out on the incident Tuesday. He added that the duration of the chase wasn't clear. A spokesperson for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle said Wednesday the couple, as well as Markle's mother, were in a near catastrophic car chase with paparazzi in New York. The relentless pursuit lasted more than 2 hours on Tuesday, the spokesperson said, according to the BBC. The NYPD put out the statement of what happened, stating there was no reported collisions or injuries. They go on to quote the report. On Tuesday evening, May 16th, NYPD assisted the private security team protecting the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. There were numerous photographers that made their transports challenging, the statement reads. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex arrived at their destination, and there were no reported collisions, summonses, injuries, or arrests in regard. Taxi driver Sukhcharan Singh, apologies if I'm mispronouncing that, who says he picked the couple up from their event Tuesday night, told the Washington Post that he wouldn't refer to what happened as a chase. I don't think I would call it a chase, Singh told the outlet, estimating the trip took roughly 10 minutes. I never felt like I was in danger. It wasn't like a car chase in a movie. They were quiet and seemed scared, but it's New York. It's safe. Well, that's not true, but anyway. Adams addressed that even if the chase was 10 minutes, that's still a concern. If it's 10 minutes, a 10-minute chase is extremely dangerous. Okay, I just think that this is so hysterical. The two of them cannot help being in the news. For two people who they are constantly now they're backtracking on that, right? They went on Oprah, they talked to Tyler Perry about, oh, we just want to be left alone. Please just leave us alone. Don't take pictures of Archie and stop harassing us. And but then they pull a stunt like this. Even if there was a 10-minute high-speed chase, that was my own, even if there was that, the taxi driver is admitting there was no danger. For one thing, why were they in a taxi cab to begin with? If security is an issue, shouldn't you, rent maybe a privacy limo like a lot of other celebrities do? Are they running low on cash because Daddy, who's now the king of England, is cutting Prince Harry off? I don't know the situation here, but these two have consistently put themselves in the spotlight while claiming they don't want to be in the spotlight. It is ridiculous. It's silly. It's pathetic. It's embarrassing. And if I was King Charles III, I would I would cut Harry off. If he's going to act like a spoiled brat to the point where he's making up stories of 2 hour high speed chases, like he's Steve McQueen and everything and Bullet, or he's or and Meghan Markle is in the Fast and the Furious franchise. All of this, it's just silly. We see through it now. Megyn Kelly um, had this interesting theory about this, which I thought that she gave really good comments about it, about how in America the paparazzi, we have freedom of the press. Now I am a frequent critic of the media. And I'll put a button in that and just say Megyn Kelly's theory is that Harry is trying to make Meghan his mother, trying to make Meghan Markle Princess Diana. The problem is that Princess Diana was kind, she was courteous, she was way better at doing interviews than Meghan Markle. And one thing I do agree with Harry and William about is I do believe the media played a role in the death of their mother. I mean, it was very clear that even if the driver at the time was drunk, I'm not convinced that he was, but even if he was a little drunk, the sheer fact that they were flashing pictures at a driver and the flashes were going off, yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. So I empathize on that level, but Meghan Markle is not Diana. She's rude, she's obnoxious, she's condescending, she's a know-it-all. She throws people who she worked with previously under the bus. I mean, it's an absolute, just fabrication that Meghan Markle and Harry are in any sort of similar situation to his mom. And he clearly has a lot of issues in his tell all book, which again, those were my own quotes. The reason I'm mentioning them is someone in the comments didn't like the way I used air quotes and got super offended by it. It was really funny. Anyway, um, his biography or memoir or whatever he calls it. Why? Excuse me. I mean, spare. There's like this weird scene where he's talking about his mom and a cream and all this, and I don't want to go into that because I know that people with kids sometimes watch this. Look it up for yourself. It's disgusting and a Freudian nightmare, and I think Freud was a fraud. So to have me say that is, you know, something is all I'm saying. As little as my opinion matters in these. I'm just a guy talking into a microphone. I seek neither fame nor recognition for this. This is a hobby that I do. But it's just clear that these entitled brats, Harry and Meghan, and yes, I said it, they're entitled, spoiled brats. They think that they are owed something. Let me tell you something, whoever is listening to this, you don't owe them a thing. You don't owe them the benefit of the doubt. You don't owe them your curiosity. And like I said, sure, Harry deserves some empathy for what happened to his mother. But especially as an American audience, this whole thing, this pomp and circumstance, where we're going to ooh and awe and slobber over, how the coronation went down. It's just silly. It's stupid, quite frankly. This is the 21st century. Countries need democracy. They need a republic, a constitutional republic. And the fact that we still have emperors and kings and whatnot in this day and age, that's just, that's a side note. Speaking to Harry and Meghan, or speaking to that topic, I just think that they are doing themselves no favors. Everything they do all it does is make them look worse in the eyes of the public. No one is sympathetic with them. Meghan got up and called the British people, a bunch of bigots, and then she did a documentary where she mocked how you're supposed to bow before the queen. And granted, I mock how you're supposed to bow before royalty all the time, but she is marrying into the family. Imagine if I had married into my wife's family. My wife is Mexican. If I had married into that family and I, mocked something that was important to their traditions, you know, my wife would be rightly offended. So would her family. No, I went into her family trying to be respectful and understanding, but Meghan can't even do that. She's a bad daughter-in-law, as far as I'm concerned, a bad or granddaughter-in-law in that circumstance. If they would just be quiet and shut up and let the other royals, the House of Windsor, do their thing, all of this would fade away. Prince Andrew would be back in the news because he's a creep, and if they would just be quiet. But all this attention that they're getting, that they're doing themselves, they can't shut up for 2 seconds, so they just make themselves look worse. It's bad. It's dumb. And, all it does is to serve for guys like me to make YouTube content out of it. But no, I don't believe this happened. I don't even think it was a 10-minute car chase, much less 2 hours. And no, I don't feel sorry for them one iota. They did this to themselves. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, that you'll leave me a comment and tell me what you think, that you'll share it out with your friends, and of course, consider subscribing to StudioJake. I cover all kinds of nerd and pop culture topics, including film, television, anime, comic books, and so much more. I hope that you'll also head over to my main website, StudioJakeMedia.com, where I have even more news, views, and commentary. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my locals page. That's studiojakemedia.locals.com. It's the best way to support me. I'm trying to build a little community there. I have exclusive reviews and articles, so definitely head over there and check it out. And I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.